We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Zappi throwing on the first play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Zappi. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Zappi on 3rd down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Jets at 1-9 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now Zappi will go to the air. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Off play action. Pickett. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
1st and 10, Zappi. Going right back to Dodson. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go again with Gibson. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll go option to the short side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bryce Perkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well. Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
On second down, there's the option going left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett sets up play action. Rolling to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They run it with Hall off the option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Pickett. Complete to Washington. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Now Pickett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The kick by Bass is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read. and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Pickett will look to throw it here. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Pickett now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. He's got it. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Pickett. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Zappi to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go now.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. A final shot before break. Perkins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a 1-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within 1 score and striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
Extra point safely through. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pitts here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And the danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
And Zappi to throw. That one complete out to Dotson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Zappi.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Three. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Smash.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion, the tight end. From the 16, Pickett. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to throw, Pickett. Looking there for picks, but intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw again on second down. Zappi.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Zappi looks to throw it.
And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Gibson is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Well, late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
On second down, a run with Hall. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Pickett back to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 22.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line. Touchdown, Bears!
Kyle Pitts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Gibson here running out of the gun. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Zappi.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Zappi to throw.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Isaiah Simmons
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Chicago, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.